Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little apps opening speed test comparison here between the HTC U11 and the HTC One M8, which everyone does still love based upon the amount of requests I get for the phone to compare with high-end phones. So we have updated both of them to the latest software, and we can just see how they do compare. The M8 is obviously about 2-3 years old now, so it still runs absolutely beautifully in terms of the UI, and it's still got an amazing kind of build to it here in terms of like the front-facing speakers. You don't get that obviously on the U11. You're also getting your power button at the top, which isn't the best place to be honest, but I think the back here certainly looks more attractive if you ask me compared to the a little bit grindy U11, but you do get obviously this nice little speaker here which allows you to do some 3D audio, which I'll probably show you a little example of that in a bit. But you can just have a look here how they do compare in terms of the speed then, because the M8 had, I think, Snapdragon 801, which was very well optimized processor. So we can see if it's still any good here in 2017. You can see the U11 does seem to be slightly ahead here, except for that one. Let's have a look at the inbuilt apps. Very similar here. Camera a little bit different there. It did have the 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera, which was very good in low light and not that good in most other light. And we do have weather, so nice and snappy still on the M8. And we do have as well Play Store. So you can see, I think in terms of day to day, if you're still rocking the M8, you are going to see a massive increase here in terms of the performance. You'll notice on the M8 that there's still a lot of apps that you used to get with the HTC software that you don't get anymore with the U11, unfortunately. For example, we did have like a car mode here, which allowed you to do like your hands-free kind of stuff. I just disagreed the terms then, so that was pretty awesome. I'm not sure if you still get that on the U11, doesn't look like it. So that is a bit weird how they take away features that they used to have. And also there are some other things on here that I've noticed, such as HTC's own like browser, which was pretty awesome back in the day. So if we just go to Google here, you can see we can just search something. You see, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the instant search. I really love it when it comes up with all the results, but you don't get that with Chrome, unfortunately. And you can see the actual browser here is still very usable. Loading a little bit slower, but you can see it's still doing quite well given the age of the device. The bezels are about the same as well, in terms of the form factor here. I think we could have definitely probably copied Samsung and LG to reduce the bezel a little bit. We can see in terms of the settings here, you pretty much get everything that you get with Chrome. So you can do the bandwidth management if you don't want to use too much data and things like that. So it's a pretty awesome browser, which unfortunately they have gotten rid of. Is there anything else as well? So we have like a productivity area here, but I don't think we have that so much on here. Yes, you do get a flashlight, but you didn't get this scribble thing, which I don't even know if it's a HTC app, but it does look like a HTC app. So yeah, you can see, you got dot view as well, the dot view case. That was, I think that came on with the M8, which was pretty awesome. I'm very surprised actually how much they have removed with the latest Sense here. It feels like they've completely abandoned a lot of the apps that they used to have. Nevertheless, let's have a look at the multitasking, see if we can see any difference here. So the M8 had 2 gigs of RAM, and you can see we did have the ability to have a different layout as well. This thing, which is completely confusing. So we'll go back to this one. And you can see very similar here for the memory management. I haven't opened many games, but you can see, in terms of the day-to-day performance, not that different at all, really, which is very good. I think I did actually download a few games as well. So let's try UFC. So yeah, those speakers are absolutely fantastic on the front. And you can see the U11 much faster to load that game. We do have Stranger as well. I think the U11 screen has a nice contrast ratio here, Super LCD 5 obviously versus Super LCD 2 or 3, something like that. So significant step up really when it comes to the performance, I think, day to day, but a massive reduction in terms of the functionality, like your Sense apps and things like that. Just before we go, I did actually go out and test out some camera shots here with the U11, and I'm quite impressed with what it does actually. I wouldn't say it's that much better than what you can get on the Pixel or the S8. But in terms of like your HDR, etc., it's very nice here. You can see it's not going to let you down at the end of the day. Highly detailed. Got to say, even with like moving objects and stuff, I think the most impressive thing was the like video recording, where you can actually zoom in and hear things louder, which is a weird kind of thing. So you could probably use that to spy on people and get like their conversation if you're like far away. So that's part of the 3D audio functionality, which is really amazing stuff, gotta say. I did it twice actually, it was that good. So I have no idea how they did that, but I would like to see that on other phones. I think it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I think the video and the pictures, etc., certainly flagship level here compared to how HTC used to be, a little bit behind in terms of the camera. But yeah, just a quick comparison here then between the U11 and the M8, which is still going strong in 2017. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.